Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Wentz first play going right to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 64 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 50 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Now an another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on a give up the middle.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson flush to his right. Open man is Uzama.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 43 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's McKissick. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Wilson. That check down complete to Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets 17.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wentz to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. One last shot for Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 getting career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins, flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
third down, Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Play action. Now Wilson.
That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore from 4 yards out.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sirlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Final play of the half, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. Here's Cook again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne,
52 yards.
and the Vikings are back within a score.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
You couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And the defense loses him. It's complete. all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 63 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll find Hall.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 29 yards. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Being chased out left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Cousins now. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To throw is Cousins. High throw, but the catch is made. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will take it across midfield and down to the...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about beans looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the end.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 89 yards.
And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Completes it again to Doubs. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right.
And complete once again to Watson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
On 2nd down, it's Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Number 50. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. It's just one.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Wilson on first down. Open man is Uzama. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it up.
Yeah. Sound like some superhero. Black
block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And his first look is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 53 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. 69 yards. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run wide side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. That's taken in by Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Seven, our score after 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On second and 12, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson will throw again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking downfield for Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both Mr. Will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
50 seconds to mark. 50 seconds to mark. He's scared. 50 seconds to mark. 50 seconds to mark. Last 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side completion to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Up the middle, Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Switch. You're out. 25. Check 25.
On first down, Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, a run with Hall. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he...
And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
He shook that off and gave great chase.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Hall on a give up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, right back to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Hall again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Push him back. Push him back.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give to Hall. And he'll go down at the 28. 83 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Coleman. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He'll get this to Lazard. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Dancing to his left.
It's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their